Why are you skipping the opening? Do you not understand what you're throwing away? Anime openings are a ritual, a sacred 90-second mood boost that tells your brain, yes, you are watching greatness now. Prepare yourself. And you're just like, nah, I'll just press skip and get straight to the plot. You think skipping the OP saves time. You binge 12 episodes in a row anyway, you absolute donut. Anime OPs are like beautiful little spoilers in disguise. You wanna know who the real villain is? Look at the one character whose eyes flash red for 0.2 seconds. You wanna guess who's gonna die? Look at who's standing alone in the rain during the second chorus. Skippers miss that. You skip the OP. You skip the subtle hints. And then act shocked like, wait, she was the traitor. Well, maybe if you didn't skip the OP, you would have seen her turn into a demon in frame 87.
As you said, anime OPs are like beautiful little spoilers in disguise. Isn't that bad since it's like spoiling the whole mystery or the build-up in the finale?
HMPH, finally, a decent question from you. But no, it's not bad. In fact, it's kind of genius, okay? Let me explain, and you better pay attention, or I'm throwing your watch list into the void. Anime OPs don't spoil, they tease. There's a difference, okay? Like, have you ever watched a good thriller that drops clues early on, but they only click once you see the big reveal? That's what anime OPs do. They plant the seeds. You just don't realize it until you're crying at episode 11, going, wait, that scene in the OP, it was foreshadowing. It's like a reward for paying attention. A second watch turns the OP into an entire emotional minefield. And here's the real twist. Anime OPs change meaning depending on how much you know. Before watching, pretty colors and cool music. Midway through, wait, is that blood? After finishing, existential breakdown in your seat. The mystery is still there. You just don't have the context yet. It's like reading a prophecy in a fantasy story. You don't understand it at first, then it hits you like a truck. So no, it's not spoiling, it's storytelling. And if you think that ruins the mystery, TCH, maybe you weren't paying close enough attention, baka. The real fans, the ones who don't skip the OP. We were decoding those visuals since episode 1, and we knew something was coming. We just didn't know how hard it'd hit. Now go rewatch an OP like Attack on Titans, Shinzu wo Sasageo, or Full Metals again after finishing the anime and tell me that wasn't the most painful, brilliant thing ever. Go on, I'll wait. With a smug face.
I can see what you're saying, but have you seen the OP of Zero Season 2 and Fire Force Season 2 where the finale outcome is at the opening and they spoiled who the villains will be?
TCH, okay, you've got a point, I guess. Some anime OPs do push the line from clever foreshadowing to straight up yelling, this is how it ends, in your face. Zero Season 2 and Fire Force Season 2. Yeah, those are bold. I won't deny it. Let's talk Zero Season 2 Part 2. It does spoil a lot. Like, a lot. They basically hand you the entire game plan for the arc. Like, here's what's gonna happen. Hope you're excited anyway. But here's the thing. Zero isn't about what happens. It's about how hard it is to get there. Knowing the end goal doesn't ruin the pain of watching Subaru die over and over and over trying to reach that future. The OP says, this is the ideal ending, but the anime says, now watch him bleed for it. It's like giving you the light at the end of the tunnel, but then slamming you into every wall on the way there. And don't even get me started on Amelia's trauma arc. You think seeing her smile in the OP means smooth sailing? Think again, baka. Plus, emotionally, that OP slaps. The pacing, the build-up, the desperate lyrics like, I'll never give up again. It matches Subra's mental shift, from broken mess to determined lunatic who's done dying and ready to fight. Even knowing how it ends, you're still clutching your seat every episode wondering, okay, how does he pull this off without losing everyone again?
Again, I see what you're talking about, but knowing how it ends diminishes my excitement on the climax and ending.
If you really hate spoilers, then just watch the OP after finishing the anime like a cautious baby. To anyone who's not like Isan who plugs his ears and shuts his eyes every OP like, la no spoilers, then trust me, long shot is worth the emotional damage.